Hi guys, this is Malibi. I really enjoyed watching It's Okay to Not to Be Okay on Channel TVN. I was really sad that great K-drama ended, but I was also really happy to hear that season 2 of The Stranger will be aired. Stranger is one of best K-drama in my life. It's not a typical K-drama, so there's no romantic scene or love triangle that you guys know. Instead, it was a drama that gave me goosebumps. The main character, the police and prosecutions worked out the case and the black power hidden in there, and it has a perfect twist of all the clues. In this season 2, it started with the difficult theme of adjusting the investigative rights of prosecutions and the police. I don't know what this would be like in other countries, but in the case of South Korea, the prosecutions has monopolized all the rights of police investigation, command, direct investigation, indictment, and warranty claims. So the issue of adjusting the rights with the police has been around for a long time. But whenever that issue comes out, the police and the prosecutions argue from their respective positions, citing various reasons. When the police wants to investigate, they have to get permission from the prosecution. And when they get an indictment or a warranty, they have to report to the prosecution to proceed the work. To be precise, they are different organizations, but it has an invisible top-down relationship. You guys may remember the scene in season 1 where Han Yeo-jin, a police officer, tried to cut Seo Dong-jae, a prosecutor, and he insults Han Yeo-jin. They belong to different organizations, but we can feel the top-down relationship between them. Now, let's go back to the first episode of The Stranger. 2 college students drowned in Dongyang. The truth has yet to be revealed, but in the context of the situation, college students went into the sea because they didn't see the access control line. Cause a couple had pulled out it to post their photos on Instagram and students drowned. While the police were doing an investigation, the couple's lawyer appeared and the prosecution ended the investigation in a day. Well, the prosecution said it was ended because it is a difficult case to prove the causal relationship between the pull-out of access control line and the death of the college students. I don't know much about how the prosecution works, but it doesn't make sense to end the investigation in one day, even though the 2 students died. That's the reason why the word 정관예우, special treatment, came out. Although it was translated as special treatment on Netflix, literally 정관예우, it means courtesy for the former officer. In Korea, when senior prosecutor who has been at work as a high position for a long time open their lawyer's office after retirement, they will get special treatment when they are on trial in court. Their junior members still have a strong influence on their current position, so that lawyer is on head of the prosecution. In a way, the Asian culture like respecting seniors or elders comes out so bad things in this case. In front of the law, everyone has to be equal, and this drama is pointing out that problem. If you have an understanding of Korean society, I think you can enjoy Stranger more. Let me explain it a little more. In fact, the prosecution has a huge vested interest in Korea. Originally, the prosecution is simply an external institution of the Ministry of Justice in charge of criminal cases. But during the military government of the 1950s, it has entrusted with excessive authority and the organization become quite large. In fact, since the prosecution has all the investigative rights and the right to end the investigation, the circumstances of the fabrication of the case have often been detected, so they have been called corrupt prosecutors. In fact, there have been several attempts to adjust the investigative rights of the prosecutions and police, and this government, President Moon Jae-in, finally announced the reform of power institution, and it includes adjustment of investigative rights of prosecutors and police. Perhaps because the current regime and social atmosphere have reached a certain acceptable range, I think this drama comes out with these difficult themes. But I don't think the adjustment of right between the prosecution and the police as a main theme. On the surface, they will have a conflict over investigative rights, but I cautiously predict that there will be development that will eventually work together to track down the hidden truth like season 1. Looking at the faces of them, I don't think there's a single bad guy. Anyway, let's see how the drama will go. Bye bye!